Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials. In this video, we're going to be kicking off my coverage of Prime Time Part 2 here on Psychosurgery, of course. I'm getting started on this one a little bit late as well, so the videos are going to be a bit dense on, a couple videos a day as we are leading up to next Tuesday when we get Nostophobia. But yeah, the trial list we have for ourselves here is kill the Snitch, pervert the Futterman, liquidate the Union, incinerate the toys, destroy the evidence, poison the cattle, foster the orphans, open the gates, and sabotage the lockdown. And the variators are no different for the second iteration of trials here. So of course, still prime time, those televisions, increased threat 2, unreliable doors, limited items 2, and psychosurgery. So yeah, trial selection, pretty decent. Liquidate the Union is probably going to be pretty difficult as usual. I was a little bit sad not to see Grind the Bad Apples here. Can't give any little teasers for my upcoming pipe video, but also about to hit 10,000 event tokens, which are going to be completely useless at the end of the event, unfortunately, but still kind of cool to reach that high. Of course, I have still been streaming the escalation grind quite a bit. I'm at relapse 26, and we have currently 1695 trials on the escalation run, so that's pretty cool. Make sure to tune into the streams if you're interested, and of course, don't forget to hit subscribe. We have got Season 4 coming very soon. I'll have news and coverage of everything on the way up to it, and of course, on the release day as well. You don't want to miss any of that. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to head over to Kill the Snitch, and we'll get started with the trials. Alright, so we're pulling up here, and loadout I'm going with is going to be Blind, Lockbreaker, Smash, and Boosted. I'm only level 23 on this relapse, so I mostly only have access to my permanent unlocks, or I guess I could use Slippers or Cacophony, but yeah, not really interested in many of the things at these lower tiers, and Incognito not available, so I'm just going to be going with Boosted here. And we're going to be bringing along Blind because it is almost certainly what you want to choose as of the changes to kill the Snitch, or the one change to kill the Snitch that came in with Prime Time. Because unfortunately, if you don't know, they did patch the exploit that I have showcased almost every time I've done this trial on this channel, and I'm going to have to kind of, as usual, when I'm getting back to recording for an event or a weekly, after grinding escalation, try and remember. I'm actually going for an A+ here, and I need to be a little bit careful. But they did unfortunately patch the ability to trap the giant in the area with the garage door. There's now an X-Pop insertion gate there, and they will just leave through that if they get trapped in there. So you're no longer able to trap the giant or any other X-Pops in that little area, which is sad. By the way, don't forget to smash the like button down below, you guys. I really do appreciate that, if you wouldn't mind. And but yeah, I mean, it definitely was, well, not intended, of course, and it was, it was an exploit, sure. But I thought it was kind of a cool little thing to have as an option to, if you were in the know and were able to exploit it. And I don't know. I didn't think it necessarily needed to be patched, but I do understand why they went ahead and patched it, since it's not something that, not something that you necessarily want people seeing if they're new to the game, maybe, that you can do things like that, or maybe some certain people would like that. I don't know. But we can actually see it from this window. That insertion gate is new and will allow anyone trapped in that back area to escape. So yeah, also something I just noticed while we were in there, I set that screamer off at the start. That screamer actually destroyed one of the TVs for us, so we have 1 out of the 3 TVs destroyed for the secondary objective. Apologize if this coverage of the event is a little bit less, or I don't know, I've not been feeling great recently, so I may not be in top commentary or gameplay performance, but I'll do my best out here. I do want to get this covered for you guys, and of course my next big video, which I've been talking about for a long time now, is the pipe video, and that is still coming soon. I've mostly finished the editing. I just have to record a couple more segments of overviews of the diagrams, but it is pretty close to being done. Just whenever I get the, get the time and whatnot to do it. But We got a pretty good generator spawn here, so let's take advantage and just pull it straight away. Oh my god, we have Franco. I totally even forgot it was prime time, bro. I was like, what are these noises? And it was actually... Wow, what a crazy lunge reaction by Coil there. I was not expecting to get hit there at all. And I guess the fact that Franco was on the other side of the generator kind of threw me off. I didn't even think to account for Coil. And well, needless to say, that is not a good start. But as long as the blind mine works to the potential I've been informed it does on this trial, then we shouldn't have an issue with the ending. And in that case, well, I guess the push could be a little difficult now with... Man, he's so fast. Let's see if we can get to this and open it before he can come back. Yeah, we should be good. We do need to find some sort of healing. I mean, we could technically take one more piece of damage at least and still be totally fine on the grade, but not if we end up dying from it. Maybe I should have repped last chance, to be honest. Although I only normally take that for the potential of Henrietta, and she is not able to spawn during prime time. And neither is the pusher nor the pitcher. It's just the prime asset. Alright, so this is where we would normally trap our good friend here, but it is not possible, so we are going to have to deal with them in some way. Probably just try to lure them around a little bit. That should hopefully give us enough leeway to escape and then push before they get back, I hope. Obviously I do have this stamina booster, which maybe I could have used with its new effect, of course, being that it also gives you an adrenaline boost, but we seemed okay without it. Franco, of course, coming out there is a bit scary. You always do hope you get Coil or Gooseberry instead of him with his ranged attacks, proving to be an issue, so I'm kind of afraid to come out here. Alright, I'm going to go for it. And I'm just going to run straight to the first TV, because I assume he probably heard that, and the giant definitely heard it. So we don't want to be taking any risks. I would have liked to grab those bottles that we just saw, but again, there was the potential for Franco to be out and about, so I didn't want to chance it. Another adrenaline, I guess why not take it? That's the fire, which I think that would be the second key, not the third key. Wow. I mean, I guess I'll just use one of these. Although I've been learning that just using adrenaline maybe, and there's another one. Just using adrenaline maybe not the best idea sometimes, just because of the fact that it does alter your audio quite a bit, and it can make it almost impossible, in my experience, at least with the audio levels I'm using, to hear any psychosis mines that are around. But yeah, obviously the second stamina booster doesn't do anything for us, so I'm just going to leave it in there. You cannot reuse those, as far as I understand, even with the change. I think he was coming out of the cafeteria hallway. Or that would have been Franco once again. But we have all of our key clues now, so let's get looking for some key corpses. I haven't had one in the evidence area there in a while. I would really like at least one throwable as well. Oh, beautiful. Swap one of those out for that. And I could go back, actually, since there's more bottles right there. Or maybe that'll break the TV for us. No, it seems not. But with that guy coming out, I'm going to change my mind here. That's a club, not what we're looking for. Okay, watch out for that. And yeah, I mean, I'm really not going to make... excuse me, one second. I'm really not going to make much, if any, use of Lockbreaker, to be honest. Probably could have just brought backpack to carry more items around, and that's maybe what I'll do for future trials. I mean, it depends what rig I end up bringing. I'm not sure. I think I can buy like maybe 1 or 2 more rigs with my current amount of vouchers. Although I might not record all of the primetime trials in one day, so maybe I'll have leveled up a bit in between at some point and have more chances. Where else? I mean, I didn't fully check this room, I guess. I mean, I really haven't done this trial very much at this point, given the fact that it's, as I always say, still not in escalation, unfortunately. So I'm certainly not the foremost expert on key locations, I wouldn't say, so may give us a bit of trouble here. I'd like not to get caught out by Franco at the very least. Wow, nothing outside it seems, I don't know. And now of course, although the giant we did just see is far away, we do have to consider their presence here, which is a novelty, unfortunately. Franco's there. I always am a little bit afraid of the admin area. Oh, actually that is perfect timing with the giant and the grunt both in there. And we can get the moon key right here. Hopefully there's no issue. This area being all brightly lit and everything is generally a bit spooky to navigate. The giant doesn't come in here very often. Okay, and we can make a run for it here. Oh, got snagged on the table. I assume Franco is gone at this point. Scary thing to be assuming, but I guess the star could be inside that one other interrogation room, maybe? And I'm not too sure about the eye. But let's check. Oh, here we go. Here's the eye. Not a location I remember getting very often. I usually get one over in that corner that we're kind of looking at over there. Oh my god. I did not hear him at all. My volume might be a little bit low. But we can at least grab a bottle back and then maybe slip into that other room that I was talking about right here. And that does have the star as I expected. Okay, so I'm not completely clueless, I guess, at least not about the keys, if anything else. Okay, and that's going to be Franco, so getting out this door should prove useful. Oh, okay, I think I actually made it over that. I thought I was going to land on it in annoying fashion. Also, I just want to make sure, okay, I do have private on my party. Don't want people hopping in while I'm working on the videos here. I usually have it obviously open to friends for the stream where we play with the viewers. And of course we now need to push the snitch from the start since I didn't do it earlier. Careful Franco's not like down the hall somehow. And this has always been my go-to strat for this whenever this was required. And yeah, see, I know it does seem like it's a horrible strat, but for some reason, oh my god, for some reason when the giant goes through that door, they are just completely disoriented, it seems, and have a hard time getting back to you, even if you're making loud noises with the snitch. And it would have gone perfectly smoothly there had the grunt not interrupted us. Okay, okay. Let's just grab him to stop him from rolling backwards, and a slow push should not be loud enough. I got greedy. I think this is worth just pushing from here, though. Alright, so we're through that part for the most part. I do wonder if we're going to encounter the giant in the cafeteria hallway here on my left. I feel like they often... Okay. With Franco coming out, we gotta take it.
A little fucking obvious.
We got to take a break from the push. But yeah, I mean, hope everyone out there is doing well. Like I said, it's been a bit rough recently for me, but hopefully things get better soon. Also staying cool out there. It's been super hot, at least where I live, for the past like 5 days straight, like over 100, or like at 100 at least Fahrenheit, of course. And that is just no fun at all. Okay. I would be pretty damn annoyed if Franco comes back and shoots me here, I'm not gonna lie, but also don't think waiting forever is gonna be the best plan either. Alright. We've made it. And now I believe the plan is I don't place the original blind that I normally place. You just push in and then you place a blind like right on top of the thing and then jump on it. And even though the giant will likely show up, you can apparently just sit here in this. Ooh, am I enough in the smoke? I don't even know. I'm going on faith here. Wow, it does work that well. Since you're in the smoke, they can't see you and don't swing at you, even though Coil clearly like walked on top of me right there. So my old strategy where I would place down a blind right outside of the insertion gate that Coil comes out of, and then place another one further into the room and use that. That probably wouldn't work very well anymore, especially now because you can't trap the giant, and the giant can come out of the door behind you when you're on that thing, but that worked perfectly. I mean, Coil walked right up to me and was unable to hit me. And I hope he's gonna go for that. Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, I think we're good. Making adequate use of the bottles. Managed to lure Coil away and keep the giant distracted for long enough, but that was close, especially with Franco coming out at the end there. But that is it. 8 plus 15 minutes, 20 seconds. Kill the Snitch Primetime Psycho Surgery here. And I think we just had that 1 damage there in the basement. Yeah, 1 damage taken, unfortunately, from Coil. He did have a very quick lunge reaction to spotting me or hearing me or whatever it was there, but thankfully we got through everything else smoothly enough and got the A+ regardless. So that's going to be it for this one, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be continuing, of course, on through to Pervert the Futterman next, and then Liquidate before jumping into MK challenges. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Are you looking forward to the upcoming Nostophobia routine therapy, as well as, of course, Season 4 being right around the corner? Do keep an eye out for more news coming soon for that, I'm sure, and I'll be covering everything here on the channel. So, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Links in the description to follow me on Twitch and join my Discord if you're interested in any of that. Big shout out to all my channel members. Names will be popping up on the screen here. Check the join button down below if you'd like to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.